Hey guys, it's Tinker Tailor here today, bringing you back another Pokemon build series video. Today we've got a pretty short one. I don't know, I had a lot of fun with this. It was just a silly little build and I was super excited to kind of, get this one done. So we have Aipom, who is a Pokemon, It is a Pokemon, a monkey type Pokemon. It's not a monkey type, it's a normal type. It's a normal type that looks like a monkey. There we go. It's a purple monkey, which it's a good colour choice. I do like purple. It was my favourite colour for the longest time, but now it's changed. But yeah, purple's a good colour. And when I saw this monkey, I was like, I really want to build like a monkey enclosure. I was originally going to do one kind of like at a zoo, but then I was like, I don't know if I could really make it feel accurate or realistic to a zoo, and I'm not a huge fan of most zoos, to be perfectly honest with you guys. Just not really my thing. So I thought, why not pivot a little bit and make it into sort of a monkey sanctuary instead. So maybe this is in like a big protected parkland or something. Because if in this lot, if you turn around, I mean, at some point we will turn around. Yeah, you can see like the ruins and stuff in the background. So it's like a trail that people can walk through and whatnot. So yeah, maybe this is like a sanctuary for the monkeys and they can come and hang out here, and you know, if you want to, you can leave food offerings, you know, fruit and stuff like that on the wooden platforms here, and the monkeys will come and take it and then go off and do monkey things. So yeah, I imagine this is like a place for rescue monkeys to be in the wild, but also to be safe because it is like a protected area. And I like that. I think that's kind of fun and cool. And yeah, I kind of tried to build this up as much as possible, but yeah, it is a pretty short video, which I'm not too mad at because, yeah, the last couple of videos have been 50 minutes, oh, not even 50, like 30, 40 minutes long, almost 50 minutes, but I've made sure to cut them down. I have a feeling the next build is going to be a little bit longer, because I started building it and I was like, I'm not going to spend too much time in these areas. I'm just going to focus on these ones over here. And yeah, the areas that I said I was going to focus on, have not touched one bit, but the rest of it I have. But thankfully the rest of it is done and I just need to get on to the part that I was actually going to do. And that's going to be kind of, not tedious, but tedious, if you know what I mean. Like it's going to be very detailed in certain areas, but I've made up for it in being not detailed in others. But I think it works. I think it'll make sense. I don't wanna spoil it too much, but yeah, it's yeah. Also, I did live stream this entire build and half of the next one. But my live stream crashed, and so not just my live stream, like my entire computer crashed, and so I temporarily lost this footage. I mean, I could access it, I just couldn't get it into my file, like into my editing software, and yeah, and then I had to convert it to something different, and it took like 2-3 hours, and by the time it converted I was like, I am tired, I'm gonna go have a nap. So I did, and then I ended up napping for like 3 hours, and then I also had a migraine, so I ended up going to bed early, and yeah, here we are. So yeah, it's a little bit of a new, I was gonna say new build, that's not what I'm trying to say. It's been a little bit to deal with this and get this up and running, but we're here, we got it done, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I don't know, I think it's just such a cute little build. So you'll see here at the moment I am actually building a little ladder because the platforms right at the top, I kind of adjust them a little bit so that they're not all at the same height, they're not all at the same, you know, like the platforms at the bottom are all a uniform height apart, and then the platforms at the top are a uniform height apart, but there is a weird awkward gap between them, and I knew there would be because I did raise that top platform up without looking at how tall or short it was. And so yeah, I decided why not build like a little ladder so that the monkeys could climb up the ladder instead of just having these platforms to run up. And then yeah, put it in the trees so that the monkeys can run around in the trees as well, because that's also something that monkeys do. But yeah, I don't know, I had a lot of fun with this build. I know I've already said that, but it's just something so silly and so random, and you know, like why like what, it's such a weird build, but again, I think it was really, really enjoyable trying to figure it out. And to know that that platform piece, it's not a platform, I think it's, well, I know it's a fence, but I think it's from maybe Cottage Living, I'm not too sure, but it's just a silly little fence, and rotating it, now it's a platform. I love it, because a lot of the items in this category that we're in now, I could not tell you what the actual category is, but the little category underneath the windows in build mode, a lot of those items don't rotate. They just disappear if you try and rotate them, but this one thankfully did, and same with the item I used for the ladder. I'm very grateful that they rotated, because I really, really didn't want to have to try and fight the game and try and find 10,000 items and kind of, you know, squish them all into place and whatnot. But it worked, thankfully, and I'm really, really happy it did. This is also a pack restricted build. I'm pretty sure there's only 6 packs used, I think. And with a lot of these packs, it's things that are, you know, very, I maybe use them once. You know, like the platform, if that's Cottage Living, that's probably the only thing I use from Cottage Living. There's definitely Jungle Adventure, because I use the Jungle Adventure plants and trees and stuff like that, but I think that's the only Jungle Adventure plants and trees and like that. That's it. It's just the greenery. So yeah, it's one of those builds where like if you don't have one thing, it's fine, because you can just replace it with another and it'll work. I use a few different things to kind of hold up the upper levels of this platform area type thing. So there's just, yeah, random wood pieces that I find, but you could definitely use the same one over and over again. I just wanted to give it a bit more of a handmade feel. I wanted it to feel like, I don't know, like I wanted it to feel like it was something that people had, you know, they just found random bits of wood and whatever, and they threw them together in a way that, you know, the monkeys can run around and jump on it and whatever, and it'll still be safe for the monkeys, but it's not you know, like made to perfection, you know. It's just, it's made with what they've got, and that's good enough for the monkeys. The monkeys don't care. They get to run around and have fun and you know, be monkeys in a safe space, and that was kind of, yeah, the whole goal of it. So yeah, I don't know, I really do hope you guys have enjoyed this silly little build. It's, again, it's something so silly and so, you know, just like why is this what I built? I don't know, but I love it, and I think I want to build more stuff like this, because it's just so random, and I don't want to say useless. I mean, it definitely is a useless build, but you know, like I love doing stupid stuff like this. It's just so pointless and whatever, but so fun at the same time, because realistically, no one's ever going to use this build. I highly, if you do, let me know, because that would be awesome. But there's no use for it. It's just to have a bit of fun and creativity and do something just different, you know? And that's what I love about building is, yeah, just doing weird, fun, different things. And don't get me wrong, like I still love building houses and you know, like hotels and all this other stuff. But yeah, it's like this is the most useless build I've ever built, but one I probably, I don't want to say the most proud of, but I feel the most creative with it, because like I've never seen anyone do something like, I mean, I've seen some people do some really cool things, but I've never seen something like this, and that's what makes me feel good. Like I did something weird and wacky and I had fun with it. So Yeah, let me know down below, what's the weirdest and wackiest things you have built in The Sims? Whether it's useful or not, doesn't matter. But what's the thing that you've built that's like just so out there for yourself? Because I think this would probably be the top one at the moment. I'm sure there's other things if you go back in my videos that I've built that are weird and different and definitely useless. But yeah, this is currently the one that I'm most happy with. That's the most random. But yeah, I don't know, we're pretty much done here. I just go around doing some landscaping, which I always complain about landscaping, but it's this pack, the Get a Jungle pack, and when I combine the werewolves and vampire packs, their stuff together, they're the 2 times I feel confident with landscaping. The rest of the time, I have no idea. With this pack, the only reason why I feel confident is because of the fact that it has that, I don't know if you saw me putting that big section of plants down where it's just, you know, like pre-designed and whatever. That is super helpful because I don't have to do 90% of the work. I just put that little item down and then I fill in the gaps, and that's basically what I did here. But when I use the vampire pack, I don't just use the vampire pack. I'll use werewolves sometimes or life and death. I find those 3 packs work really well together, but I really, really do enjoy making that sort of like old, dead, dying, creepy garden vibes. I do like that. But yeah, I will be trying an overgrown cottage garden soon, and I don't know if I'll do good or not, but definitely stick around to see and let me know when you see that in the future. But yeah, we're about to jump into screenshots. So yeah, if you liked this build, if you liked listening to my random ramblings, definitely make sure to subscribe. I do sort of come out with a new video every day. It's supposed to be every day. At the moment, it's going to be 1 to 2 a day until I catch up. I did have a little bit of time off, but yeah. Until then, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.